Meet Anderson Giddies, a dedicated fisherman whose passion for angling led him to document his journeys into isolated waterways far from civilization. His channel became known for blending the excitement of the catch with quiet moments of untouched wilderness, told through his upbeat and confident narration. For years, his videos inspired viewers who loved real-life scary stories set against nature's calm beauty. But one outing would remind him that even peaceful waters can turn hostile without warning. On what appeared to be a routine day, Anderson paddled his kayak into a remote fishing spot, expecting nothing more than another calm adventure. Equipped only with his fishing gear and a camera, he set out, eager to capture whatever the water decided to reveal.
Pegou! Escapou. Não, tá aqui, tá aqui, tá aqui. Tá aqui, tá aqui, tá aqui. Pegou. Vem cá. Uhul! Pegou! Escapou. Não, tá aqui, tá aqui, tá aqui. Tá aqui, tá aqui, tá aqui. Pegou. Ah, garoto! Olha aí, ó. Linda, linda corvina. Vem cá. Aí, garoto. Olha que lindo. Isso é corvina, parece um peixe do mar. Ah, lindo, lindo, lindo. Tá aí. Bom que com anzol inline é fácil de soltar, ó. E ainda amassou o anzolzinho. Mas veio. Vai embora. Pegou. Aí, garoto. Tava aqui esperando.
In the beginning, everything felt normal. Anderson reeled in several fish, holding them up proudly for the camera, admiring their patterns before gently releasing some back into the depths. The setting felt tranquil, the kind of moment anglers dream of, making it seem like just another successful trip. It was the calm before the storm, the type often seen in scary camping encounters and camping gone wrong stories. Then, without any warning, the stillness snapped. His fishing line suddenly pulled tight.
Que foi isso? Que foi isso? Ué, que foi? Peguei alguma coisa aqui. Peguei alguma coisa aqui. É um boto, será? Não. Caramba! Olha aí. É grande, é grande. É grande. É grande, cara. Isso é grande. Isso é grande, meu irmão. O que é, cara? O que é? Fundou? Vai levantar, vai levantar, vai levantar, vai levantar. Nossa, meu Deus do céu! É um monstro de um jacaré. Caramba, cara! Meu Deus, e agora, Jesus? Meu Deus do céu, é muito grande, cara. É muito grande. É muito grande. Parceiro do céu, ajuda. Esse é grande, cara. É maior que o seu caiaque. Caramba, cara. Olha o tamanho desse cara. Tá me rebocando, meu irmão. Caramba, e agora? Tá muito perto. Olha o tamanho. E agora? Caramba. Meu Deus do céu, cadê ele? Pra onde que ele vai? Caramba. Ele tá bem aqui embaixo de mim, cara. Ele tá embaixo de mim, meu Deus. Deixa eu soltar a aflição do molinete. Qualquer coisa ele vai... Não, tá muito perto.
Whatever was on the other end was far more powerful than any fish he had caught that day. The excitement on his face quickly shifted to disbelief as he realized he had hooked something massive. The force yanking at his rod was overwhelming, making it difficult to keep control. Sitting low in a kayak, Anderson understood how vulnerable he was. Thick streams of bubbles erupted beneath him as the creature circled under the boat. A wave of dread set in as he realized the thing below was at least the length of his kayak, if not bigger, turning the moment into a terrifying wilderness encounter.
Meu Deus do céu. Caramba, meu irmão. Caramba, meu irmão. Caramba. Olha o tanto de bolha. Nossa, olha o tamanho das bolhas, cara. Olha de bolha. Olha só. Se liga no tamanho desse cara, velho. Caramba, meu irmão, caramba. Meu Deus do céu. É muito monstro, cara. É muito monstro.
The kayak began to sway violently as the unseen animal moved beneath him, and the threat of flipping over became frighteningly real. Anderson pointed out that even a single hard impact could knock him straight into the water. Minutes stretched into an agonizing struggle as the fight escalated. The creature thrashed below, churning the water and releasing what felt like endless bubbles, echoing the kind of creepy things caught in the woods. Only this time, it was beneath the surface.
E agora? Não, olha. Cara, imagina um animal que tá soltando bolha já faz um tempão e não acaba as bolhas dele, cara. Olha o tamanho disso. Pera aí. Ia, bateu de novo o rabo dele no caiaque. Agora ele se mexeu. Ó. O problema é ele subir já querendo me atacar. Onde ele tá? Ele tá bem aqui, ó. Acabou a cabeça dele. Olha. Você viu? O rabo dele é muito grande, cara, porque ele tá lá no fundo. Ó. Puxou. Agora puxou. Agora ele tá levando. Ó. Ó. Ó.
More than once, the movement struck the kayak itself, jolting Anderson and nearly tipping him over. Despite his experience on the water, he openly admitted how helpless he felt in that moment. His rod curved dangerously, pushed close to its breaking limit. The fishing line stretched tight, and the fear in his voice cut through the footage, transforming a simple fishing trip into one of those scary videos that feel painfully real.
Isso aqui. Nossa, cara. Olha isso, cara. Olha isso. Olha ali, ó. Olha onde tá de bolha ali, ó. Não consigo subir mais a vara.
Só que agora ele colou de novo, né?
Acho que não.
Não, ele tá flutuando ainda?
Tá.
Então você vai ter que manter pressionado.
Caramba, cara. Nossa. É muito grande, Charles. É assim, fora do normal, cara.
Cara, ele boiou exatamente de frente pra mim e a sua escona lá dentro, velho. Dá pra ver certinho, cara.
Sério?
Aham.
Mas tá gravando ainda?
Tô. Não, agora tá nos 15 segundos.
Ah,
tá,
sim.
Tá gravando.
Caramba, meu. Essa varinha aqui, ó, é do Silvano. Silvano varas custam. Não aguenta? Hã? Fala pra mim.
Ah, o jeito que ela tá aí.
Esse molinete é 2.500.
Acho que ele tá grudado no fundo.
Tá não, certo?
Tá não.
Tá não?
Então, se ele tiver tendo que fazer...
Pior que eu ganho, ele toma de volta. O que eu tô... Olha lá, ó. Ó. O que eu ganho, ele toma de volta. Só que ele tá mais cansado agora.
Só pra ideia, você já descolou ele do fundo. E agora ele tem que ficar fazendo força pra ficar...
Olha.
Então, do jeito que você tá aí, ele tem que estar se movimentando pra ele se manter no fundo, pra manter pra baixo.
E tá soltando muita bolha, cara. Ele tá bem perto, cara.
Tá com o líder aí?
Não. Ele conseguiu tomar um pouco de linha. Ó, isso aqui tudo eu puxando ele. E a aflição tá no limite da resistência da vara. Ó. 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 Ah. Ó. Ó. Rapaz, você tá doido.
The fight dragged on for over 40 exhausting minutes. Anderson's camera captured the boiling water, the jerking kayak, and his desperate attempts to stay balanced. At times, the creature seemed to vanish into deeper water, only to rush back beneath him again. There was no longer any doubt about its size or strength. Whatever he had hooked was enormous, and the tension continued to build until the encounter finally reached its breaking point.
Tá afrouxando. Ó. Ó. Vai tomar. Vai levar. Tá levando. Tá levando. Tá levando. Arrebentou. Arrebentou. Olha ele ali, ó. Olha ele ali, ó. Só veio pra tirar sarro e soltou minha isca. Partiu no meio, cara. Partiu no meio. Olha o tamanho. Caramba, ó, partiu a isca no meio. Caramba, meu. Olha. Olha o estrago da isca. Esmagou ela todinha. E partiu do meio. Olha aí lá, ó as bolhas dele lá, ó. Olha ele ali, ó. Olha lá. Será que ele vai sair no seco?
Acho que vai.
Olha lá, tá bem ali ele ali, ó. Vamos acompanhar ele, vamos ver se ele vai sair. Se ele vai sair pra fora e vai pro mato. Vamos ver. A galera, dá uma olhada aqui no que aconteceu com a isca. Olha isso. Olha isso. Meu Deus do céu. Graças a Deus ele... Bom, pelo menos... Hein, Charles? Eu não falei que a gente ia levar a nossa isca?
É, ué.
Ah?
Você falou que queria levar, né?
Né? Mas ele falou, não, então nós vamos dividir.
Um pedacinho, né?
Ele ficou com um pedacinho. Rapaz do céu, esse...
Anderson held up what was left of his tackle, revealing a lure that had been crushed and twisted beyond recognition. While losing his gear was frustrating, the relief on his face was obvious. He was still upright and unharmed. Even as the creature disappeared, bubbles continued to rise to the surface, a haunting reminder of what had just happened. The water eventually settled, but the memory of that unseen predator beneath his fragile kayak lingered. Anderson ended the trip shaken yet safe, reflecting with a mix of awe and gratitude. Still, one disturbing question refused to fade. What had he actually hooked? Based on the location and behavior, many viewers believe it was a massive crocodile, supported by the size, bubbling water, and the way the kayak was dragged. Others argued it could have been a giant alligator gar or another powerful aquatic predator. Whatever it was, this was no ordinary fish. And here's the chilling thought. If it hadn't let go, the kayak could have easily flipped, pulling Anderson into the water. Would he have escaped? Or would this have become a far darker chapter in creepy forest stories and real-life scary stories than anyone expected? Alex is a content creator widely known for serene fishing videos filled with still water, quiet moments, and the occasional impressive catch. His channel is built around relaxation and escape, the kind of content people turn to unwind. But during one recent trip, that peaceful formula fractured, turning an ordinary outing into something that felt disturbingly close to a real-life scary story unfolding in real time.
All right, boys and girls. First thing I'm going to do is go talk to this guy right up here in this kayak and see if it's this guy's rod. And then we're going to focus on catching fish. Water's like 2 foot down. It's chilly. Oh, this is a up mess right here. Stay pinned, buddy. He's in. Woo! Anyway, what was I saying? I don't even know. We got a fish in the boat. There's one.
The day started like countless others on the river. Alex and a friend drifted along, enjoying the isolation, casually casting their lines while hoping for a solid bite. After several hours, a few fish landed, and the sun began sinking toward the horizon. They decided to head back toward the boat ramp. As they approached the dock, something unsettling appeared. A man was lying partly submerged at the edge of the ramp, motionless at first. The moment he noticed them, he suddenly sprang to life, pacing erratically, barking like a dog and groaning as if in pain. Instantly, Alex sensed something was deeply wrong.
How you doing, bub? No, I'm good, man. I'll ease her up in here. Ugh. I always got a gun on me. I ain't gonna shoot you. I ain't gonna shoot you. Ugh. Ugh. You don't give me any reason to, I ain't gonna do it. Ugh. That's what I've heard.
Even with the strange behavior, the ramp was their only exit, forcing them to approach carefully. That's when the situation escalated. The man began shouting incoherently, making disturbing remarks about weapons and death. His behavior grew more erratic by the second. Though Alex and his friend tried to keep their distance, the man moved closer, talking about wanting to die and dropping vague but chilling threats. At one point, he suggested he might hurt them, turning the encounter into something resembling those terrifying wilderness encounters people never expect to face while fishing.
I wish dogs would treat you like, shitty like you do.
It quickly became obvious this wasn't just someone having a rough day. The man was unstable, unpredictable, and potentially dangerous. The calm of the river vanished, replaced by a sense of immediate risk. Realizing how fast the situation could spiral into camping gone wrong territory, Alex and his friend made the decision to contact law enforcement before things escalated any further.
I'm gonna call 911.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to report a guy. I'm at Holston River Park. He seems to be high, and he's threatening to kill himself and threatening to kill others and walking around down here on the boat ramp making a bunch of crazy noises and stuff, and waiting on my wife to show up so that we can go get my car because I did a river float, and I've already had to tell him to back away several times, and he's saying he wants to kill himself and stuff. We pulled up to the boat ramp where we were going to pull out and to meet Bethany so that we could get the kayaks loaded up, and there was a dude laying on the boat ramp high as a kite, and I don't know how much of it that I got on camera, if any of it at all. I know I got the call to the cops on camera, but the dude was threatening to kill himself, threatening to kill us, just threatening to harm himself, and then he ended up getting in the water and just wasn't a good situation. He was high on something, obviously. He was obviously putting himself in danger. Didn't want him to put me in danger or put me in a bad situation, so I ended up giving the cops a call, and they have showed up. I'm heading back that way actually right now to load the kayaks up, and Jacob said that the cops have showed up and that the guy jumped in the water and is now like running from them in the water, swimming away from them, and is like floating down the river because the current is so strong. I mean, there's 3-4 miles an hour current, and so this dude's high and he's in the water and he is floating away. So I don't know. I'm gonna get back down here. I'm gonna load up my kayaks and just get out of the way.
When officers arrived, the situation took an even stranger turn. Instead of running away, the man dove straight into the river, letting the current carry him downstream. Encounters like this are especially frightening because of the mental state involved. Someone who appears intoxicated and speaks openly about weapons or death isn't thinking rationally, and that unpredictability can become deadly without warning. Keeping distance, staying calm, and calling authorities was the right choice. It leaves behind chilling questions. What if help hadn't arrived when it did? Or worse, what if the man had been armed? Moments like this prove how easily a calm outdoor trip can transform into one of those scary camping encounters and creepy forest stories that linger long after the camera stops recording. Brant is a well-known YouTuber recognized for delivering high-quality fishing content, sharp visuals, steady storytelling, and footage that keeps viewers locked in. In this video, he heads out to a secluded pond alongside his friend Ron, who insists he has exclusive permission to fish the land. The spot is rumored to hold massive bass, and the anticipation is high as they talk about the possibility of landing something truly impressive. What starts as a relaxed day on the water feels like it could easily turn into one of those real-life scary stories hidden beneath an ordinary outing.
Right, y'all, we are all White Castled out. We're headed right now to apparently a big trophy bass lake.
That's what I'm told.
But we're headed right now. I expect at least a 7-pounder.
I hope so. My PB bass is only 2 pounds, so anything over that, and I'm thrilled.
All right, let's go. So this is lake number 1 right here, folks. Oh, good gosh, there's fish already taking off from the bank right there. Now, this is supposedly a trophy bass lake. There's 2 different lakes we get to fish. We're gonna start right here and just see what happens. And then we're gonna go over the hill right there to the next one. And hey, I'm wasting time, man.
They arrive energized and eager, choosing the first of 2 private lakes to begin the day. Almost immediately, the signs are encouraging. The water is alive with movement, and within minutes, Brant hooks a fish on an early cast. It isn't huge, but it's solid enough to suggest the lake has real potential. For a moment, it feels like the kind of calm success seen before, camping gone wrong, or terrifying wilderness encounters take their turn.
There he is. There he is. First fish, second cast, and he's not a big one. He's not a big one. Ron's yelling at me. Ron's tangled up there, and I'm like trying to get him to come down here and fish. That's a little guy. We're not going for little guys today.
As they continue fishing and reposition themselves around the lake, the mood subtly shifts. The easy rhythm of casting and reeling begins to feel strained.
What are you doing out there? What's going on out there?
Guys, there's somebody yelling at us from that house up there. We have permission to be here.
Hey, you don't have no permission.
Ron, dude, this guy's literally yelling at me for fishing here. Dude, we're with Ron.
We're with Ron.
Gary, it's me. Stop.
Holy dude,
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Gary,
What in the world?
dude, calm down.
Hey, Ron. I didn't know it was you. We've been having some problems out here with people coming out here. We're not here to hurt nobody. We're just trying to scare people off. We've had stuff missing around here.
I totally understand that. I'm more mad at Ron because Ron said he had permission.
I do have permission.
Yeah.
Did you not know I was in town? Or
I
what
didn't know. You called me before you come.
All right, cool, man. What's your name?
Gary.
Gary. All right,
sir.
Gary, listen, I've owned land, I've owned property. I understand. I completely understand, but I'm like a little freaked out right now.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, Ron's got permission all the time.
I don't even know if I can fish in here anymore, dude. I have never had anything like that happen to me in my entire life, especially when you actually have permission to fish somewhere. And I get it, but holy cow, dude.
How are you so calm?
I'm not like necessarily calm, but it's just like I get it. I understand. Like if I own land like this and people were trying to steal and stuff, I would probably be a little like I get it.
A sudden shout cuts through the air from a nearby house, accusing them of trespassing. The tone is sharp, instantly turning the situation tense. A confrontation follows as the man demands to know who they are and why they're there. Ron tries to calm things down, identifying himself and explaining that he has ongoing permission to fish the property. After several uneasy moments, the man realizes it's a misunderstanding. He knows Ron. Recently, the property had problems with unknown visitors and reports of missing items, putting everyone on edge. Even though they were allowed to be there, the encounter clearly shook Brandt. Later, he admits it was one of the most uncomfortable and unexpected moments he's ever experienced while fishing, especially knowing they had done nothing wrong. The incident highlights a harsh reality often seen in scary camping encounters and creepy forest stories. Permission alone doesn't always guarantee safety. Without clear communication, situations can escalate fast. Landowners who've dealt with trespassing or theft may respond with suspicion. Or worse, it leaves behind an unsettling question. How many moments like this happen off camera? And if it happens again, will it end just as calmly? Or could it turn into something far more dangerous? Another scary video born from a day that should have stayed peaceful.